Holy smokes, I made it. Hello, everyone. Oh my goodness, what a day. Like, is anyone else out there enjoying the sun? That's where I was. I was taking my time, but it's so nice to see everyone. Oh my goodness. So I am all on my own. Lauren is taking a me weekend for the Easter weekend, so you have me, and this is exciting. And I think when she had to do the live while I was away, that she was saying the same thing. There's so much that you got to remember to do, and yeah. So, anyways, I am here. How is everyone doing? Hi, Lise. Yes, is everyone doing great today? I mean, the sun is shining. And if anyone has been like me, I've been very, very late for actually getting my seeds started to do some gardening this year. So I spent Good Friday getting my tomato seeds planted, my herb seeds planted. Hi, Lise. I got the 2 Lises today. Oh, so exciting that you came all by myself to support me. Thank you so much. So I did some planting, and if anyone was watching Sweet Yarns Lauren's Thursday night live, I got a new puppy. Yes, I got a little French bulldog whose name is Izzy, and actually that's 2 in our family. Well, actually 3. Hi, Val. Knitting in the basement. All right. So yes, so I got this new French bulldog puppy, and we actually have the brother here today. So the 2 of them are outside playing, or else I would have brought her live because she is stinking cute. Like stinking cute. So actually, I'm gonna throw. I can't help myself. I have to throw up a banner of her. Hi, Kelly. Yes, I have to throw up a banner of this cute little thing here. Last night we actually went to the dog park, and there she is right there. This is Izzy. Now, how can you resist something like that? Isn't that the truth of it? Oh my goodness. Definitely. So for those who are new here, this is the designer and the dyer. And I am the dyer, although I have been off for the last I think since the summertime, because again, I had cervical stenosis surgery, and then I went through an oral surgery. So yeah, so I haven't been putting out anything for these last 6 or 7 months. So this is an exciting podcast for me. And what we're going to do is we're going to kick it off. And you'll have to forgive me for all these like kind of delays between, because I've got two machines running. And yeah, it kind of gets a little overwhelming. So just give me 1 second here. Da, 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 da. So we are going to kick it off with the designer and the dyer. Here we go. And there we go. All right. I don't even know where to start today because I am so excited. Like, it's just spring has arrived, although I am still knitting winter knits. Anyone else? Let me just take a look here at the comments. We have Val, we have Kelly. I know, isn't she so cute? I know. And then last night when we went to the dog park, believe it or not, she's almost 11 weeks old, and she kept up with Indy, our old English bulldog, who is just turning. Actually, Indy's birthday is tomorrow. Indian Scamp. Lauren has Indy's sister, and her 1 year birthday is tomorrow. So our little Izzy. So we have Indy and Izzy. She kept up with Indy yesterday in the dog park. It was just amazing. I think what's going to happen is because Indy has been such an easy puppy to raise, I think Izzy is going to be our little poop head. She's a feisty little one, and yeah, she's yeah, very feisty. So I'm just excited to show her. But as I said, it's not going to happen today. So today's show is going to be about my trip to, it was a sudden trip. I didn't know I was heading to Cambridge until the last minute. The last week on our podcast, I showed what I picked up from the Galt House of Yarn. And so today I'm just going to show, it's just going to be a visual of the store there. It is pretty exciting. And then we're going to talk about today 2 very important days that every knitter and also crocheters too, should have on their calendar. And that will be your local yarn shop day and Worldwide Knit in Public Day. So I know since COVID started that a lot of people have picked up knitting or crafting, crocheting, looming, spinning as something to do during COVID, but there are a lot of people who have not experienced the years that we have with doing these holidays or these events. And I thought maybe today that we would discuss it. So where does everybody want to start today? Do you want to, like, I was thinking we'd do that tour towards the end because it is kind of cool. And then what we'll do is talk about, let me see. Why don't we go with, yeah, the trunk show. Okay. I'm just not sure which one I want to go with first. Okay, 2 public days. We will talk about Worldwide Knit in Public Day because it takes place the 2nd Saturday of June every year. Now, Knit in Public Day was started in 2005 by a Danielle Laundress. And what she was planning was for everybody to come together. Oh, do I sound like I'm breaking up? Oh, I hope not. It just could be where I am in the office. So let me know if it's really, really bad. Thank you so much. That's Donna, right? You're coming through on Facebook. So yeah, unfortunately I can't see the name. So that day was brought together to celebrate knitters, and it has evolved over time to also have crocheters in it. But it went from, oh my gosh, it is the largest knitting run event in the world. And it started off with as a local event with different groups of volunteers bringing ideas. So a lot of times in England, you'll see England and the UK, you'll see where they knit bomb things. So, you know, whether it is the car meters or parking meters, mailboxes, bikes on the side of the road, you know, and or the groups would get together and do charities. So whether that was premature baby hats or little stuffed animals to go to hospitals or to other countries when they were packing knit. So a lot of it was charity organized. And to celebrate that knitting, crocheting, the arts, fiber arts was not just for grandmas. And to get young people involved in it too. So the whole idea was to sit out in public and knit and draw attention to what we were doing. So the actual event started with, I thought this was very, very amazing. 2005, there were 25 local events around the world. In 2006, they were up to 70 local events. And then 2007, it was up to almost 200. Now, I just don't think that they have a count because the second Saturday of June, people just sit outside and knit, whether they're in groups or, you know, just friends. But this was a good time together to get together. So over the years, the local events now have become in Australia, China, Serbia, England, Finland, France, Ireland, Norway, Poland, Slovenia, South Africa, Sweden, United States, Canada, and Germany. So you can see like this is a worldwide event. So take your marker and let's get that on the calendar. And I think this year we usually host it here in Sudbury at Sweet Yarns in the parking lot or on the sidewalk there. So it would be wonderful if everybody came out this year. And yeah, so that is, of course, yeah, the little bit of nervousness. Worldwide Knit in Public Day. And also we have, let me see. One of my favorite events is Lauren's Trunk Show, and it is coming up on April the 27th. And for those who don't know about the trunk shows, although I think everybody here does, the trunk show is about supporting, well, on April 27th is the day that started in the US and Canada about supporting your local yarn shop. So this has become another Knitters and Crocheters Day, but it is in the US and in Canada. And again, that's where all the yarn shops, well, not all of them, but most come together, and they've got great sales on and different things happening. And this is your time to go and support your local yarn shop. So every year, Lauren does put on the local yarn shop trunk show, and this will be my second year dyeing for it. So I'm really excited about that because I try and do something different each time that I stock up in the store or I'm doing a trunk show. So this year we're going to be all about gradients. Yes, we are. And we are going to be about bigger gradient skeins. There is also another little surprise that is going to be with us, but again, I am not going to reveal that one because I think that that one's going to be exciting. But yes, we are going to go with gradients this year, and we are going to go with some 800 gram skeins. So we have them in fingering weight. So these are going to be gradients, 800. Yes, I know. Oh, because how many times do you go and you find a beautiful gradient, but it's not enough to do the whole shawl. So you have to buy two, but then you're splitting the gradient up, right? So this year, because I do wind off of cones, we are going for the 800s. And then they will be a full gradient and should be able to do your full. Yes, I know. Lee's because lipstick summer, right? So yes, so 800s are coming up. And we also have some something new that's going to be come up. And I've mentioned it for a while now, and it's called Sweet Treats. And I didn't tell you about it. I shouldn't, because Lauren and I have like the two kind of surprises, but this one I have to tell you about. So this one here is going to be Sweet Treats. And this is going to give you, for those who do socks or just need a little something Fair Isle or for trim, these are going to be little packages that come with 100 grams of fingering weight, and each one is going to be in a different colorway. Okay, so they're going to come in a little package. And then what is going to be so cool about this is that you can buy your solids or tonals, and then you'll be able to pick from these little packages of anything that you want to add to your socks. So if you want to do some, some nice little Fair Isle checks in it, or you need a little something in the top of the sweater, or even now the new embroidery is coming up where actually I cannot remember who just put out a book. I think it was Lion Magazine. They just put out a book on embroidery on top of your knits that is like super, super cool. So little kits like this are the little kits that you can use for that. And there'll be speckles. There'll probably be some gradients in there, but they will be a matching set of 3. So that is one of our new ones that is coming out. And I'm not done yet. This is the exciting time. So I don't have too long to get this done because, of course, Lauren just sprung it on me because, Lauren, she like works on the fly. I don't. So we're going to do that. So yay. So puppies, yarn, sunny days, gardening. How is everybody else doing? Like I've got like tons of stuff that I should be running here. And of course I'm not, because I'm just like a chatterbox. Let me see, what do I got? Oh my goodness. I didn't even, I did some like really cool thumbnails for the Worldwide Knit in Public Day. So let's take a look at that. See, you can mark your calendar right there. Second Saturday of the month in June. Yes, that is Worldwide Knit in Public Day. So, all you have to do is look at your calendar and you see where I got that dot in. Bob's your uncle. So then we also have for our Support the Local Yarn Store Day. It's April 27th, 2024. And that is a good time to show your support for small businesses, as well as driving awareness and celebrating the craft. Because we like to celebrate the craft, don't we? Yes, we do. So let me see. Let me go back to last week's episode. So I was a lucky recipient for my future birthday, because I'm not turning 58 until May, but my sweetheart got me a Delicube Maker's Canvas tote, and where we picked it up was at the Galt House of Yarn. And oh my golly, I can't get enough of this tote. And it is just awesome, awesome, awesome. And while I was there too, we did pick up our 10 skeins of Sansgarn line, which is 53% cotton, 33% viscose, and 14% linen. I did send a skein down with Lauren to Sweet Yarn, so anybody can go there and take a feel of this, because it's not, we always think of linen as being very, very stiff, and it's not until like we get a few washes in that it gets very, very soft and sweet, and it will never be as soft as merino, but it is just beautiful. But this isn't like that. This is just really wonderful off the get-go. So anyways, there is a skein down there for anyone that wants to go and see it and take a feely, because most of us knitters are all about the feel, right? You can't go somewhere without feeling the fiber that you are getting your hopes and dreams up for. So anyways, there is that one down there. And I have not, let me see, I have not started that face sweater yet. That is going to be I'm supposed to have it done for my birthday in a month, but we'll see about that because I casted on I casted on a sweater for my fella, and for some reason the name has just like deluded me, and I am just going to, I have to check the door. Someone's knocking at my door, so just give me 1 second here. I'm gonna give you that for a minute and I will be right back. Jeepers, I apologize for that. Who knew that Amazon knocked like police officers on the door? I'm just going to stick my mic back on there. And we will take that away. Holy smokes. As I said, I thought I had some police at the door. Could everyone just hear me fine? I had to stick the mic back on. So anyways, yes, I cannot think of the name of of the sweater I put on. Go figure. But I did. It was in the Holst Super Soft, which we discussed last week. Yeah, it was last week, which buys in the cone, spinning oil still in it. I wound it off at let me see, I did 1,000 meters because I'm doubling it up for the sweater. So I wound off in 1,000 meter cakes. And that way I could double the two of them up and I would have less ends to weave in. And so that was the cone. And so I was pretty excited. I did cast it on yesterday, and during Easter brunch, I got to sit and knit. So that was really a wonderful day for me. What else do I have on the go? I still am working on the agate tank. I did kind of put it aside for a bit, because I am testing squares for my crochet cardigan. I still have not made any decisions on that. How about anyone else? What else does anyone have on their needles right now? Trying to check here. For anyone that wants to see, let me see here. This is, just give me a second here. Okay, sorry about that. Trying to get myself, I can't get close to the chair there, or to the table. I have a rug underneath the rollers. So anyone else have something on the go? Find Your Fade Shawl by Andrea Mowry. That's a beautiful shawl. Beautiful. Nice. I haven't done that one. I do have to do a couple shawls this year for Christmas gifts. So if anyone has any suggestions, not really huge ones, just a little bit smaller. Shawlettes maybe might be a good thing. Yeah, look at the mess behind me. Holy smokes. I'm in my office. I'm trying to kind of move things over again. The Birch by Andrea Mowry. I don't know that one. The Saltburn sweater. Val's doing the Saltburn sweater. So Lee's is doing the Fade, which is beautiful. Lee's Brown, the Birch. I don't know that one. I'm going to have to look that up. Let me see. Okay, so that is, yes. My gosh, I should have taken a sedative today. I feel like I'm just like, going for broke. Birch. Andrea. I just love Andrea's patterns so much. Oh, let me see. I'm hoping that was birch with an I. I hope. If not, I really goofed up. Okay, not there. Let me see. Is that the one? Oops. That's sweet. And Valerie has a Saltburn sweater. Saltburn. I'm not sure I know that one either. My gosh, all the surprises. Let's see. Of course, I'm just running in. Got these burns going here. Oops. Saltburn sweater. Gosh, I feel like I'm behind everybody. Is this all for the, oh. Val, was that by Knit Pearl Girl? Wow. Wow. Are you doing it in the tweed? Here's the Saltburn sweater. That is gorgeous. Wow. I hope I got the right one. Okay, so that was it. What are you using, Lise, for the birch sweater? Holy smokes. Da dun dun da. Anyone else? Using vintage. Beautiful. Yes, that's it. Knitting the main. So Valerie, for the Saltburn sweater. Oh, a bright electric blue with, oh, mochi. Oh, that's going to be beautiful. Lise is with her fingers there. So she is doing the birch with vintage sock. Vintage sick was good too, but that was my day yesterday. I couldn't, every time I was typing something, I was hitting different keys and nothing made sense. So I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Those are beautiful. Both beautiful. A lot of times, you know, you cannot miss having a good staple sweater in your wardrobe, especially if you are like, I like to wear a lot of button down shirts. So I'm really thinking this year I have purchased a few of the slipover patterns that I thought would be really nice for, you know, the cooler nights, but you really can't go wrong with a good staple sweater. So if anyone has done some good staple sweaters, I always appreciate getting some ideas so that I can too add them to my wardrobe. But I'm really going to take a look at that birch. The Fair Isle for the salt burn, that is beautiful. That is something that I think though I would have to do over the winter time, because yeah, that's when I need a little bit more concentration. My Fair Isle isn't I'm not going to say it isn't that great. I like doing any type of stranded color work in smaller projects. I haven't done a sweater in color work yet. I haven't. No. And it's not that, I don't know. Anyone else not done one, or am I the only one in our group that has not done like a Fair Isle sweater? I think it's mostly because yoke sweaters don't fit me very nicely. I do better with a drop shoulder or a raglan sweater. It's just kind of like my back is a little wider, and so they kind of make me look kind of shoulder heavy. So that's usually the reason why I don't know. It's not an excuse not to be doing some Fair Isle, because there are lots of patterns that aren't. And I will. But there's just like way too much to knit that I just, you know, I'll have to give up everything. Just sit in my chair all day or outside or in my car or wherever and just knit all the time. Val says it's a narrow repeat, so not too much thinking. Oh, well, that's good. That's good. I'm not really good at the floats. I know it. I think it's because I always think in my head that I can just skip. You know, that's okay. It's only like 7. I'll just skip it this time, and it never works out for me. Oh my goodness. So, has anyone been to the Galt House of Yarn? I never knew. I'm from Cambridge. Well, I'm from Toronto, but I lived in Waterloo region for over 20 years. And I didn't find out about the Galt House of Yarn until I was down 2 weeks ago. I mean, no, I can't say that. I've heard of it, but I didn't realize that it was in Galt. So Galt is in Cambridge, Ontario, so Waterloo region. You would just go down the 401. It's in the south of the 401. So it's on Beverly Street, 175 Beverly Street. I'm just going to pull up here their website because there it is down at the bottom. Let me just get back to here. As I said, I'm trying to get this stuff all like organized. I'm not very good at switching stuff around yet. Let me just take that off. There we go. So Val says she catches her floats every 4 or 5 rounds. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to sit down and really take my time. I think I'm always in a rush, and that's why I kind of cheat, and cheating backfires on me all the time. So, you know, you don't cheat on your taxes. You don't cheat on your knitting, I guess. I don't know. So, Galt House of Yarn. Okay. It's at 175 Beverly Street, and that is Unit 7. So if you are visiting Cambridge, I really suggest that you go in and take a visit. Now, the owner is Anne. I didn't have an opportunity to meet Anne because, as I said, I just went in on the fly. But I did meet Karen, and Karen was tremendously friendly. She was just a hoot. And so I had asked if I could, you know, just film a little bit. It wasn't a tour or anything, but just to kind of take a look and bring it home. And Karen did call Anne, and Anne was very gracious to allow me to do that. So it was pretty exciting. It was very difficult to get out of that store without spending my kids' inheritance. Yeah, not that they have a huge inheritance, but actually they don't have any. They get my cookbooks, and that's about it. But it was very difficult. Oh my goodness, I didn't even know where to start. So they start from right fingering weight, and they go right across the aisles to chunky, and everything is just touchable, and it's ooey gooey, like just out of the world. Kits, they have kits galore. So what I did not know is that the Galt House of Yarn actually opened up in 2015. So that is, they've been, what, that's almost 9 years now. And it is just, what do they say? They don't really say a lot of why. She said it first dreamed up while on a dog walk. So it would be really interesting to find out how this dream came to fruition. So they got underway in 2017. So, you know, 2-year startup, that's a normal. They run classes. They also have their online store, of course, open 24/7. You can order. They ship across North America. And they have socials every Wednesday from 1 to 3, and Thursdays 7 to 9, and Saturdays 2 to 5 p.m. So I guess if you're just going by, or you're spending a weekend in Cambridge, you could stop by and go to one of their socials. I was looking at their classes. So for anyone that is down in the area, they do have a lot of classes on the go. They have a learn to knit class. morning and afternoon in June. Learned a crochet class, socks. They have a sweater class, brioche, toe-up socks, mosaic crochet class, Tunisian crochet, amigurumi classes, magic loop cast-on classes, fixing your knit classes. Yes, it just goes on and on and on and on. And they are the same way with kits. They have a ton of kits. I was going through the website, and you can take a look there too. So their kits from Spectre Blanket Yarn Packs, the Gladstone Temperature Cowl, Hillcrest, and then a lot of sweaters. So if you're looking, I did notice that they carry Ledilopi, and they carry, oh my goodness, dun, 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 dun. You know, it's funny when your brain goes blank. Hang on, gotta look it up. My brain is just pulling a blank today. The yarn. It was sweaters. Lots of sweaters. That's not helping me too much. Yeah, I cannot pronounce it. Lopicine. You know the unspun fiber. What do you call them? Discs. I have it all wrong. I know that. So if anyone can help me here. The big cakes, unspun fiber. There is a word, and it's not there. The Good Yarn girls use it all the time, or Good Yarn Knits in Hamilton. So anyways, yes, they have kits in those if you wanted to give that a whirl. What else was there? Yeah, there was just so much. It was just a little boggling. And as I said, they had a lot of different sales going on, a lot of indie dyed. It was just fun. So while you're down there, you can easily go and have, depending on the day, you can go up to St. Jacobs and have lunch up there. If you go on Saturday, then of course you can go see the St. Jacobs Market. Then go down into the main downtown of St. Jacobs because the mills are there. So if you're looking for gift shopping, yeah, St. Jacobs, Elmira, maple syrup. Sometimes if you just drive around Elmira, most of the Mennonites during the summertime have their vegetable carts out, and they also have their summer sausage, and that's what I really miss is the summer sausage. So it used to be years ago, I used to buy a big summer sausage for like $20, and then just hang it, let it dry, and just cut your slices off. It was wonderful. So it is a great trip if you're going down there. And one thing I did want to mention is that Fergus has their Fiber Festival going on for May the 25th. I was thinking about going if a few other ladies wanted to go, and we could take a drive down for the day and then come back up in one vehicle. So we'd have to leave 5 in the morning, and then we get home in the evening. So we could do something like that. Or we could stay down and get an Airbnb, which are fairly inexpensive if you have a group of ladies going down there, 4 or 5. And you could stay for a night or the weekend and tour around St. Jacobs, Elmira. There's a few other places down there you could go, Stratford. All's not too far away. So if anybody would like to do something like that, let me know. Now, I don't know how this video is going to go, and I am so sorry because I have to run 2 units, and I run between a PC and then an iPad. So the speaking together isn't very good, and I'm running from my extender. So we are going to put that on, and then we can take a look together. And if you see anything, you can tell me what you like in this one. So let's give this one a go. I'm just going to switch over to here, and we are going to start this. And this is the Galt House of Yarn. And I hope it's running pretty smoothly because unfortunately they're not timed together. So I'm going to go with where it's running on the PC. So as we go across here, you can see here is a lot of kits that are put together and the samples. This is just as I walk in the door. Look at that. That's a beautiful sweater. I hope it's running a little bit faster for everyone else. Oh. Does everyone see it? We're going across the aisles here. Just look at it. Beautiful store. I'm heading down on my right and left is fingering and DK. They've done samples for every book, something out of every book there. So this is the DK, or sorry, this is the fingering. And following along. I mean, I would have just liked to have tucked stuff up in my shirt. I don't know how far I would have got running out the door, but as we get down to the very end there, which was, of course, where I wanted to be, was the Delaque. I have always wanted a Delaque bag. So as soon as I saw that, it was like game over for me. Coming across, so their needles, their hooks are along the back there. There was just way too much. I would really be hard pressed to have to go in not having a decision made of what I wanted. Yeah, that would have been pretty rough. Still more squishiness. Now, nobody has told me if I don't see any comments of whether it is running fine or not. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to try something. I think we've stopped running. There we go. Oops. Look at that. Just beautiful, beautiful. Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Val. I wasn't too sure because I have an extender in my office there. So now, would you not be hard pressed to find something in here, or am I like the only one? I think I would have to camp out. Like it was sensory overload for me in color, and like just I have to pitch a tent. Still making my way down. I couldn't get enough. Not at all. We have some tweeds going on there. Just huge. As I said, I actually, one of my girlfriends, we often see her in the Sweet Yarns, Lynn. This is the shop that she ends up going to. And she did say that sometimes going in there, if you don't have a specific kind of idea of what you're looking for, that yes, it is very difficult. Now there's where I was like, ooh, and I don't normally like pastels, not at all. And yet for some reason, they just kind of stuck out to me. Not that I would know how to wear them, because I am a black and black girl. Or some blue, you know, something to go with black. Makes choices a lot easier for me. That's that new pattern right there for the slouchy sock. I can't think of the designer that just recently put that one out. So now we're kind of going down, not even the last aisle. Another kit sitting up there. More smaller kits, which is always good, like especially if you've got grandchildren and that you're teaching them to knit. Having little small kits around is a good thing. And of course, you want to pick up your basket in the front, but I would really suggest that you might want to make sure that you take out cash and not bring your debit card in that store, because it would be very easy to go broke. Your husband would do you in, or you'd have to find new places in the house to hide it. Yes. I'm already trying that. It doesn't necessarily work. Now I've got to the pack with boxes, like, you know, hat box style, like with fabric on them. You can put them under chairs or make them stack up so that they look pretty, and that's what you hide yarn in there too. Yes, and they have this beautiful map up there. And every time, I believe this is what she said, that every time that they have a new customer, they get their pin of where they're located on that map. Isn't that a beautiful Fair Isle sweater? The colors in it are just beautiful. So it was really nice just to walk through and get some ideas as well. Yeah. I am so sorry. It is actually, because of it being a little bit slow, it looks like it's a lot longer than what it was, but it was actually kind of like a 7-minute tour. And we're coming down the side here. So this is some chunky yarns. And of course, I just had to stop and have a feely. Yes, there's that map. I always like that. I like to see where people are from. The world has certainly become a smaller place since the internet explosion, hasn't it? Yes, I had to stop and just squish. It just looked squishy. You know what I mean? Where you just have to touch. The Grand, and that was Cascade Magnum. Very, very pretty color too. The color was really, really pretty. The only thing that I find with those single plies and that chunky is when you've got doggies or kitties, they don't last very long without starting to look very raggedy. There it is, the Lopsy. If I have it wrong, just correct me. A couple more Fair Isle sweaters. Just beautiful. And as you kind of come across the back there, they do have a book section with, I picked up the Sans Garn magazines that I sent down to Sweet Yarns. And that's just across the back there. Some wool winders. The 52 Weeks of Accessories book is out. And then coming across, so just a little seating area, because of course, you know, when you get overwhelmed, you need to sit down, put your feet up, think about things. And there is the lovely Karen right there. She is just such a sweetheart, just such a sweetheart, just a pleasure to meet. And there we have it. That is our tour of the Galt House of Yarn. Let's get back here. And there's me. So I am really sorry if that got a little bit on the choppy side, or if it knocked you off, or as I said, just internet issues today. Again, it was fun. Would I do it again? Yes. You have to raid the inheritance bank account, or, there's always life insurance, that kind of stuff. That's that awful sense of humor of mine. So that is pretty much, I think, that all I have for you all today. It is very difficult doing a live without Lauren, because you have that, that going back and forth and trying to figure things out. I hope I haven't disappointed today. I'm sure that she's going to be back next week. And if there's anything that you have ideas for, that we could do and talk about a little bit more, that would be truly wonderful. I don't know if everybody's left me because I don't see any comments. Maybe you all abandoned me. I'm not too sure. And I say a lot. So what I am going to do is I am going to go out and play with doggies. And oh, thank you, Lise. You touch my heart. I just want you all to come up and have a visit. I'm slowly getting back on my feet. I'm not sure that driving is still good for me just yet. I'm still having problems with the turning to see traffic on my right side, so on the passenger side. So I'm still not really wanting to drive. But thank you, Lise. So I'm still not really where I want to drive. And then when I have tried driving, by the time I get home, I usually got like a headache from the tenseness. I still haven't got into physiotherapy. It's been months, and they're just backed up. My son's supposed to be going for physio too, and they had given him a 3-month wait. So he hasn't been called in yet as well. But it is what it is. I'm just happy to still be moving around. You start to get to this age, and you just are thankful that you can get out of bed and and do so with a little bit of pep in your step. And other than that, I don't know if I'm going to be coming down to Sweet Yarns on next Saturday. I might, if I can get a ride in with Lauren, and might sit down with a bunch of people. So you have to let me know who is going. And I think that's it. Is there anyone that have any questions for me today, or questions or comments or anything? Lauren's so much better at this. She's got, 3 years of practice? Ta-da! So I guess not. So we are going to end it right there. And I thank you all for coming today and, supporting a girl in her first on her own. And I will catch up with you soon. Oh, thanks, Lise. You guys are just like my super supporters. So, but technically, I am really a shy person. I know that people laugh because they always say, I can be an extrovert, but I'm not. I'm really an introvert. And I always, I have no grace, and no, I'm the one that will fall down the stairs. If you're in heels and you're going to the show or something like that, and they have that staircase, down the movies. Yeah, there is no gracefulness for me. I'm the one that will slide down there on my butt. So I'm just always glad to be here. But anyways, you all have a wonderful day. Enjoy the Monday. Enjoy the sunshine and the warmth here in Sudbury. One last thing. I forgot to say that twice now this week, for most of you that know that I do live on Old Highway 69 up in Valcaron, a moose has walked across the sidewalk up Old 69. I actually even have hoof prints in the dirt in my driveway to prove it. But as always, and it's been during the day and I miss it of all the things. So I did get prints of moose hoof prints, but yesterday he was walking up the highway again. He kind of veers in on the driveway and then goes, and I think he turns down Division Street and goes out that way. I'm not too sure. But that is 2 times now, and I keep missing him. So, maybe soon, maybe one day soon. So until then, thank you so much for watching, and God bless you all. And I hope to see you sometime soon. Take care. Bye.